Hey everybody, it is tea time with the Diva. Grab your tea, grab your coffee, because we're going to get into it. This tea time is dedicated to Diddy and his legal team because once again they're asking the judge to set him free until his October 3rd hearing. And I'm saying to myself, it's the end of July. So we got August, and now meantime, granted, I ain't the one behind bars, but we got August, we got September, so we got 60 days, about 60 days and change, and he's asking to be set free into the hearing. And my thought process is you might as well go ahead and sit there, bro, and just do these 60 days. Because in case you do get sentenced to whatever amount of time, you got another 60 days credit towards your time. But for whatever reason, he's going before the judge once again and saying, set me free into my sentencing. And again, he's offering this $50 million bond. I don't quite get it because at this point, you sat there this long. You can wait till October 3rd in my mind, but I get it. Who wants to be confined behind bars? He just wants to go home. So let me go ahead and share screen so we could get more into this story. But I say sit there, finish out your programs, and present all of that when your sentencing comes. So Diddy files a new motion for bail. Diddy, let me out on bail, judge. I'm a non-violent John. Well, the reason why after the verdict they didn't let you out is because your history of violence. So what happened between the verdict in these few days, because you've been to a couple classes behind bars, that doesn't qualify you as being, non-violent, but I digress. Let's continue on. Diddy has taken another bite at the apple because his legal team just filed a new motion for bail. And they say he's the only man in America behind bars for hiring male workers to bang his girlfriend. Diddy's legal team, spearheaded by Mark and Tenny, just sent a new bail package proposal over to Judge Ron, rattling off a list of reasons why they believe Diddy should be released from jail before his October 3rd sentencing. In the docs obtained by TMZ, Diddy's lawyer argued most folks convicted on the Mann Act charges, Diddy was found guilty of 2 Mann Act counts, are released from custody before sentencing. Now, if you remember, once he was found, not guilty on some of the charges, guilty on the Mann Act charges, they tried to ask, can Diddy go home until his sentencing? And the judge said no. And the judge said no because they said he's a violent person, even his defense team admitted to his violence. So that was just one of the reasons why they said no. So I'm shocked that they're kind of coming back now. But, I get it. When you got a Ghislaine Maxwell saying, set me free, and I guess the temperature in the room is like, okay, if these people getting set free or getting a chance, why not me? So Diddy's camp, it's ridiculous he's behind bars because is only convicted of hiring professional male escorts who were not minors to have sex with his long-term girlfriend as part of threesomes. They say it's all part of Diddy, Cassie, and Jay living a swinger lifestyle. His lawyer said a lot has changed in terms of society view on sex since the Mann Act was passed 115 years ago in June 1910. And they claim Diddy never had sex with the guys he hired, only his girlfriends did. Now, I don't understand why that is important to the conversation, but they wanted to put that out there, so it is what it is, right? Diddy's awaiting sentencing on October 3rd after being convicted of P charges and skating on the more serious charges, racketeering, conspiracy, and as trafficking, but he was denied bail hours after the jury returned his verdict. The judge said Diddy was a danger to the community because of a violent past that his defense did not shy away from at trial. In the docs, Diddy's defense says he only got violent with Jane in June 2024 after she provoked him with her own violent acts. And they claim that's the only incident of Diddy being violent since his split from Cassie. The jury was shown the Cassie Hotel beating video, but that was from a March 2016. And Diddy's legal team said he's mostly nonviolent since 2018. It's mostly. Aside from the incident with Jane, they said he won't be violent if released on bail. Diddy's proposed bail package looks like this: a $50 million bond secured by Diddy's Florida estate and co-signed by 3 financially responsible people. I don't know why they will offer again this $50 million for 60 days. But anywho, the proposal says Diddy will reside at his Miami home and limit his travel to the Southern District of Florida and the Southern District of New York. It also proposes he be placed under U.S. Pretrial Services Agency supervision and surrender his passport. Then he said if the courts wants to add some more bail conditions, that's fine too, even if it means home detention, treatment for mental health and substance abuse, electronic surveillance, and private security. The judge has yet to rule. Both prosecutors previously argued against Diddy being released before sentencing. So they said stay tuned. Let's go back up here and just take a quick listen and reminder of this when the verdict came in.
Harvey, do you think if he keeps him locked up, it is a slight tell on how he feels at sentencing?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I think whatever he does now is a window into the judge's sentencing decision.
I think so too.
We have no idea when sentencing will take place, correct?
No.
They're separate analysis, but
sentencing report, it could be a couple of months.
it's going to be a real window.
Months.
If he keeps him locked up, I think he could lock him up for like 10 to 20.
Bail is
Bail
denied.
denied.
Bail is denied.
Well, that's it should have
Diddy is staying in jail, guys. Bail is
bail
denied.
denied.
Inner City Press.
Bail has been denied. Wow.
Hold on, stop. Say
Oh
again.
my God.
The judge says, I've read the parties' submissions and others. The jury convicted the defendant of counts 3 and 5. For the following reasons, bail is denied. We don't know what the following reasons.
Well, you can leave it on hanging now?
No, he doesn't know yet.
Inner City Press. That's all we know.
Oh God, I want to hear the reasons.
Yeah.
Well,
Throw the book
Yeah,
at him
he's-
at the sentencing.
yeah, no, this is bad news for Diddy.
The judge could have gone either way. The judge had enough to deny him bail or allow him bail.
Yep.
So the fact that he denied him bail leads me to think that the judge is siding with a longer sentence.
It's a window into his thinking about the jury may not have gotten this right, and I want to make sure that he's put away for a long period of time. We'll see.
Okay,
Wow.
learn it.
That's big news.
Well,
Oh, he's going to.
That is
I
big
think
news, guys. Well,
based
you
on
heard
what
it here
Later said, he
first.
kind of left with a colon. We're waiting
Bail
for the
has been
rest of it.
denied for Diddy.
So here we go. Even if the defendant was solely required to show that he is not a danger to the community, he could not meet that burden. Prior to the trial, the court denied bail and sees no reason to reverse that now. The defense conceded the defendant's violence.
That's what I said.
That's the latest.
I said they didn't rebut that at all.
He basically said, I'm a domestic abuser.
Harvey, the broken clock got it right.
I got it right this time.
So we know that bail was denied. Let's take a listen to this really quickly.
A couple hours ago, Diddy is behind bars, but he is enrolled in 2 classes in jail. A class for drug abuse and one for domestic violence.
Domestic violence. These are programs that are offered by the federal government in the prison system for inmates, and he is enrolled in both of these programs. He's also, we're told, in therapy separate from those 2 programs, and all of these things that he's doing typically for one reason: to look good for the judge.
Well, it's important because sentencing comes up October 3rd. And Diddy, look, everything that I know tells me that he will get between 1 and 2 years. And I think it's going to be closer to 1. Prosecution is asking for 4. That's just not going to happen for a Mann Act violation. So if that's right, look, he wants to get the lowest he can get, and I think it's going to be between that 1 and 2 range. To get the 1, I think he's got to show the judge that he is taking his misdeeds seriously.
Right. And by the way, we know that even when the judge said that he was not going to let him out on bail pending sentencing, one of the things he mentioned was his violence. We've seen his violence.
Exactly.
So he knows that this is an issue for the judge.
And the defense conceded it.
Right. So that's something he definitely has to address. And that's what he's doing with this program.
I mean, Charles, he doesn't have to address it, but he is addressing it. And, this might help him with regards to his sentence. Maybe the judge might sentence him to lesser time because he's working on himself.
But Jamie, you know what the complication here is that he's been found not guilty on the charges that relate to drug use and domestic violence. That there was no conviction using force, fraud, or coercion in these three ways, and drugs. The Cassie video was off the table. The only thing he's been convicted of is taking a prostitute across state lines for the purpose of prostitution.
But can't the judge consider
Yeah.
all of the testimony in the that was presented at the trial?
But the defense is going to say he was found not guilty on those things. So it's really kind of an interesting.
There's that, but there's another side of this. And Jamie, you've been working on this story for 5 days now to lock this down. But what was there was one key word, one of the sources you spoke to. You remember what that word was?
Yeah, redemption.
Yeah, because that's the other part of this. That this is Diddy looking at my life after prison, because now that he knows he's not going to be locked away for decades, not going to be locked away for the rest of his life.
He could get out this year with time served.
Wants to be able to do business. And in order to do that, for people to work with him, even in the entertainment field, he's got to show that he is changing, or he's addressing the things that everyone saw come out in this trial.
Right.
So this is about, part of this is also about what is my life after prison, and how can I still be a successful businessman?
And you know, it's interesting because we've talked about this before, that lawyers who represent people in positions like Diddy now, they have two responsibilities. You know, get them acquitted if you can, and what is their life going to look like after they get out?
Right.
And so there are two components, and this kind of serves
both of those.
Both of those, yeah.
Hi, my name is Alicia, and I am from New Jersey. And I actually think it's a positive thing that Diddy is taking this step towards redemption and going to therapy. And I really feel that everybody is worthy of that, but he really has to show it. And I mean, I hope that he is taking this seriously, because I think the public is having a hard time processing and really believing that he's really going to change in probably this short amount of time. So I really hope that he says what he's going to do. And I think that the rest of the public can agree that it's going to be difficult trying to understand what accountability and redemption look like in this case.
Yeah. Well, we will see,
Yes,
but
it's going to be very complicated.
again, it's possible he's going to get out by Thanksgiving.
I don't know. I've heard you say that. I gotta disagree. There's just,
Well, I'll tell you why. If he gets a year, which is possible, he will have served close to a year, plus he gets certain credits. So I'm not saying it's going to happen. I'm saying it's possible.
The judge
is going to give
when
him a
the
year.
prosecutors are asking for 4, and I agree with you that it's not going to be that.
Let me tell you why.
But if the judge were to give him a sentence that lets him walk out before the end of the year,
Let me tell you why. Because the judge asked the prosecutors, give me a case. So this is what the back and forth now. Give me a case where a John was prosecuted under the Mann Act for this. It's usually the prostitute.
Right.
And so now the prosecution is looking for a case. I'm told cases like this are really hard to find. And if the judge can't find any, there's something called selective prosecution, which the defense could argue, and it's going to reduce the sentence. So we'll see.
Yeah, this is wild, right? It is usually the person who is selling themselves that get, arrested or whatever in charge. So it's going to be interesting. Listen, I'm of the mindset that, and like I said, it's easy for me to say, right? I ain't behind bars, but I'm of the mindset he got 60 something days left. Write it out, my brother. Be in those programs, right, that they're giving you in the jail. And that way, when you come before the judge, right, there's no missteps. Because, here's the thing, too. Even if you're not a celebrity, people will test you in these streets knowing that you have a lot to lose. So do you want to be out in the streets tested and tempted before your sentencing? I would think not. Stay in there the 60 days, ride this thing out, and let the judge give you the sentence on October 3rd and just be done with it. Listen, guys, chat with me in the comments, and when I get an opportunity, I will chat back. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe. Hit the notification bell so that every time I upload a video, you will be notified. If you are a subscriber, welcome back. Everybody, thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts. Should they set Diddy free, or should he just go ahead and sit and wait it out? Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.